Well, hello and welcome to this mid-month reading for the sign of Aries. Starting off with these are the Wild Reflections from Spell. The Wild Reflections tarot cards. I'm just putting an intention here for the mid-month message, for the sign of Aries. I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread. So while I'm shuffling here, just put your intentions into this reading. Any questions that you might have, any thoughts in your heart and your mind. Maybe it's career, maybe it's love, maybe it's just a general energy for you. So Aries, fire sign Aries, let's see what we can talk about for you for this mid-month of August. How's it going so far? How are you feeling? How have you been progressing, not progressing? Feel stuck? Mercury retrograde just ended last week, so here we are, fresh, clean, and clear from that backwards motion of the communications planet Mercury. All right, so thank you again for being here. Thank you for tuning in. This is Spicy Sunflower Tarot, and this is going to be that reading for the sign of Aries. So if you have Aries anywhere in your birth chart, this reading might be for you. So we want to look at the very first card, your current energy. Aries, where are you sitting in your current energy? The Hermit. Interesting. We're getting ready to start in Virgo season. So as we enter mid-month, you possibly very well are getting ready to go within. Maybe you have some things you're contemplating, thinking about, a reason to need to detach, go into your own energy for a bit. What's challenging you in that? Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles challenging the Hermit, giving you this reason for building house and home, but needing to go within. So there's just a contemplation about that. Past energy is judgment. On your mind is the Ace of Wands, your sign, your card. What's down in your lower parts of your consciousness? We have Page of Cups. Moving into the future energy, we have Eight of Wands. And we're going to turn these face down, your external energy, your internal energy, your hopes and fears, and your final outcome. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. So that is all about building. That's all about growing. That's collaborating. And as we jump back to the beginning, your current energy, Aries, in the Hermit. So like I said, that reason to feel the need to pull in, to pull within, to go inside. It's the major arcana for the side of Virgo. So it's an earth energy, complementary to fire. Earth energy, the Hermit card, needing to go within and seek your own light, seek your own truth. We have this person in the lotus posture with their hands in the prayer pose, the Anjali Mudra. She's very contemplative. She looks very prayerful. She looks very serious. It looks like it's at night. It looks like there's just this very introspective mood that's coming over you, Aries. And what's challenging that is the need or the desire to want to build house and home, to want to have a happy family, to want to have a spouse, to want to have children running around, running in the yards, grandkids, dogs, pets, sunflowers, the sign of abundance, filled with the energy of the sun. So the Ten of Pentacles is the pinnacle of success. And this is getting in the way of you being in your hermit stage. So coming out of your shell and being Ten of Pentacles, giving a little bit of a challenge to being in the hermit energy. So very earth-based, but one is going within to seek your own truth, your own light, your own everything. And the other is a huge building with others. And it's more family oriented than anything else. So is your family obligations getting in the way of you being in your hermit stage? In the recent past, we've got Judgment. So it's card number 20 in the major arcana. They like to say Judgment is a representation of the sign of Scorpio, also Aries orientation. Judgment is here as an unearthing of past memories. So, what brought you into this current moment as we find ourselves in this middle of August? What you find is what brought you here is you're remembering things, you're bringing things up from your past, you're making a judgment call based on something that happened in your past. So you're being it is very contemplative, it's very introspective, it's very much I need to do something about this. I need to make that judgment call. And Aries, the judgment call is yours to make. And so what's on your mind is Ace of Wands. You're very open-minded to a new beginning, to a new possibility, to a new passion project, to something that you can put your energy into and you can see grow. You can see your inspired action is going to lift something off the ground, giving it, life. These hands holding this earth with an actual, looks like a lilac tree, some sort of flowering bush. There's life being given to this, restored, or celebration of it in general. So Ace of Wands is on your mind. You're really interested in that new way to put your energy into something or someone. Ace of Wands can also be a determination of interested in romance, interested in that romantic part of life. It can also be new job, a new profession, something new you're starting with your inspired action. In the bottom here we have Page of Cups, and so it's on your mind, it's in your consciousness, but it's not really something you're giving a whole lot of attention to. And it's Page of Cups, it's a brand new offer, a brand new conversation. It's a message of love, it's a message of communicating in the heart space. This fellow here, he's standing on the edge of an ocean, like a rocky cliff. He's blowing through his seashell, and almost as if it looks like he's calling his love to him, or he's reaching out via that sound to explain or to communicate that how he feels. It seems apologetic. It seems open to conversation, open to communication about the love space. And it is something new. Pages they're fresh, they're young, they're very immature energies. So they're not quite to that full-fledged love state. They're just in the very beginning rumblings and grumblings of love. Maybe wanting to say, I love you, or wanting to say, I'm sorry, but maybe not having the nerve to quite do that just yet. So Page of Cups down here for you. And as we move forward into the future, we have Eight of Wands. So something very fast, something very rapid, something very, it is communication, but it's also wands. So it's fiery, it's inspired action, it's action oriented. And it generally seems to mean receiving those phone calls, receiving those text messages, the back and forth of making plans, of getting something off the ground, of deciding what we're going to do next weekend or for the end of our summer. Or it's just a very fast, rapid, just like this waterfall, these waters flowing down. It's quick, it's fast, it's rapid. And so something coming towards you, you sending messages out, everything's just happening really quickly. And so we'll uncover our external energy. We have you, Aries. Actually, this is the Leo, King of Wands, but it's fire. So external to you it could be a Leo. It could be a gentleman, somebody very influential, somebody very prominent, powerful, fiery, good looking, very smooth talker, a leader, a good leader, someone of that nature is influencing you. They're external energy, so they're in your life, but they're not you. Exactly. This could be you, but take it as it resonates for you. I'm giving you so many options so that you can kind of see what fits for you the best. But King of Wands, external energy to you, just showing that someone is affecting your life in a very passionate way, and very much could be a lover, a boss, somebody powerful, somebody in control. And so how does that make you feel? Your internal energy is more fire. Two of Wands. Your internal energy, Aries, is all about choosing your comfort zone over the unknown. So what's it going to be? Seems like you have a choice to make. It seems like you're in a bit of a quandary with, do I stay in my, maybe in my hermit, or do I go out and explore maybe these investments or this family time or this beach vacation with the whole crew? Or there's a contemplation going on. There is very much I need to go out and explore, but I'm feeling that call to go within. So it really does seem like a bit of a judgment for you to make. You're in that judgment energy as we enter this reading. So that is interesting, and that makes a lot of sense. In your hopes and fears, Six of Cups. So we have you hoping and praying and wishing for that sweet, nostalgic, the way love used to feel, if that makes any sense. The way that when you were younger and it was just so easy, remembering when times were sweet, when love was fresh, when love was new, when there were no complications of the rush, fast paced Eight of Wands type of life. Everything just felt really good. So you hope for that, but you also fear that. This is in your hopes and fears category. And that's really normal to hope for this sweet love. And then it's also normal to fear that, because sometimes what we think we want the most is the one thing that we're the most afraid of. Maybe if it's a self-sabotage thing, if it's we don't trust ourselves to take care of this precious, beautiful love, this Page of Cups energy. It's fresh, it's immature, it's very new. And so maybe we don't trust that we'll be able to handle it or take care of it or do what we need to do to make it last. So Six of Cups is in your hopes and fears. It can really go either way. Sweet, beautiful, loving, or we can crumble it all apart with our own hands. So as a final outcome for you, Aries, we have the Two of Swords. So it is very much confusing. It's very much, Two of Swords is indecision. And Two of Swords is also willful blindness. So is there something that you're choosing not to see? Because as she holds her bow in her hands with the arrow ready to shoot, as if she knows exactly what she wants, but she's wearing a blindfold so that she doesn't get it. Again, it's that self-sabotage kind of energy that's coming out. And she's surely aiming for something purposefully. And swords are thoughts. Swords are your mental energy. Swords are how you're going about getting what you want. It seems as if you're staying in this confusion, and it doesn't seem to be getting you. It seems off a little bit here. Two of Swords, not really sure what you want or not really sure how to get it. But we do have some very interesting elements of contemplating, and maybe that's why you're in the Hermit. Seems like there's two ways to go. It seems like there's two paths to take. It seems very much as if there is a decision to make, and it feels a little challenging, feels a little hard. So Aries, I hope that this served you and that made sense, and that if there's comments that you'd like to make or share, that would be so appreciated and very welcome. I am going to leave you with a Whispers of Lord Ganesha card for just a final message. Let's see if something that we pull resonates, and we can use this in our upcoming week as we move through this middle of August, getting ready to be the 18th of August already. So hoping that this gives you something to chew on, to think about, or that it helps you in some way. So for Aries, Whispers of Lord Ganesha. These are by Angela Hartfield, and they're oracle cards. So there's going to just be one word or two word phrase that we can, I'm going to read from the book for you. We have belonging. Belonging, 41, and the 4 and the 1 add up to the number 5, which is about change, challenge, freedom. So 41. Belonging. Learn to find security from within. In this card, Ganesha uses the mouse as his vehicle, which signifies his triumph over the ego. In Hindu mythology, the mouse symbolizes the ego, for the ego can eat away at all that is good and decent in a person. Belonging seeks to solve the predicament of the ego's own perceived separation. Since the ego has no conscious memory of its connection to others and to source, you experience a need to get out of seclusion by bonding with the people around you. These people can be your family, peer groups, or your community. The ego is neither good or bad, but simply a necessary part of you in this existence. The ego can manifest inclinations that are either more positive or more negative in nature. There are many positive aspects to belonging. You develop your ability to love, connect, bond, share, and care for others. You see yourself more clearly through the mirror of relationship. It is important in belonging that you not try to seek approval through others. Through this card, Ganesha is here to help you focus on the positive feelings from being a part of a community. Learn to trust, ask for help, and to rely on others. So Aries, I hope this message helps you in some way. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, and your attention. I ask for you to be blessed and be well. Namaste.